Dick, it is true if you owned any financials last year, they went up. But if you were a J.P. Morgan shareholder, wouldn't you have been better off had the London Whale scandal not have happened at all?
Of course you would. But the fact of the matter is it was a major failure on J.P. Morgan's part that J.P. Morgan addressed very quickly and in very significant and meaningful fashions. And if people had simply understood that this company was well managed enough to deal with a problem of this nature, they would not have sold the stock. They would have kept the stock and they would have made a lot of money. Let's go. Let me give you another example. All right, Bank of America, which is one of the most hated companies in the banking industry in the United States. Let's assume that you started buying that stock on the day that Bear Stearns went under, which was about 7 months before the financial crisis, and you continued to buy that, and you were buying it at $40 a share, and you continued to buy that stock every week. You put 10 grand into it. Your fund manager, you put 10 grand into it every week from that point to today. Do you realize you would have invested $2.5 million and made a profit of $360,000? Do you realize that all of this verbiage and attacks on the banking industry have caused a huge number of people to lose a lot of money when they should have been buying and they should have been ignoring it?
Okay, but
the fact is that the American banking industry is making a fortune. This will be the most profitable quarter in the history of the American banking industry, and you didn't get that at all by listening to all of these attacks on this industry.
Okay, let's take out the verbiage. Let's say we're not just about attacking banks here. A $6 billion trading loss is among one of the biggest in history. Isn't that one that needs to be examined closer and find out why this would happen on Ina Drew and Jamie Dimon's watch? And even if they make money in all sorts of other ways in the bank, maybe they shouldn't be in this specific business. A business many of senior management simply doesn't understand.
Stephanie, they did all the things you wanted them to do. They did take this look at this business. They did shut it down. They did fire the people. They did go much, much further than you would have thought. They went to the broader bank institution and they changed management positions right through the whole company. They made the decision that something was wrong here at J.P. Morgan, which it certainly was, and they did something to correct it. And that's the failure. The failure is to understand that when something goes wrong, people will react. There is accountability. They will correct it, and stockholders will benefit as a result of that. That's what's not understood. Plus, what is $6 billion for a company that has $2.2 trillion? I mean, it is not an overwhelming amount of money. I know it's a big dollar amount in terms of what we think of, but the fact is we've got a Federal Reserve which is pumping staggering amounts of money into the world. We've got money supply of the world, which is something on the order of $44 trillion, and we have $1.6 quadrillion worth of derivatives out there. $6 billion is not an overwhelming amount of money in that environment.
Dick, there's no question that's a correct statement. In the greater scheme of things, $6 billion is not a lot of money. But how do you put a price on trust in management? How do you put a price on that? Shouldn't, as a shareholder, as an investor in a company like J.P. Morgan, shouldn't you have the confidence in management not only to police risk properly, and that clearly wasn't going on, as you've acknowledged, but also to disclose things in a complete and timely manner? And it seems fairly clear, based on Carl Evans' report, that that didn't happen either.
Look, in a company which employs over 250,000 people, to assume that there are not going to be major errors is a mistake. There will always be major errors. What you hope for is that the management of that company will address those errors forthrightly, quickly, and very dramatically. That's what J.P. Morgan did. That's why you should have trust in J.P. Morgan.
We're not talking about 248,000 people. We're talking about Jamie Dimon, the CEO, and Ina Drew, the CIO of that unit. When you tell a lie, it's a lie. It doesn't matter if it's big or small. How is the investing public supposed to feel about that?
Well, maybe they should wash Jamie Dimon's mouth out with soap. But the fact of the matter is that Jamie Dimon reacted immediately. He reacted quickly, and he did things at that company which you would want him to do to solve the problem. In other words, he can't be on top of every part of that company all of the time. He is going to make bad decisions. He will make bad decisions continually as a CEO of a company. That's just normal. What you want is, if bad decisions are made, you want them addressed quickly. You want them addressed effectively. And let's take this guy, Carl Levin, right? 3 years ago, he's jumping up and down all about Goldman Sachs. He's spent 2.5 years and all his taxpayer money looking at Goldman Sachs. He sends a report on to the Justice Department, and the Justice Department has got this group in it who's set there by the president to do nothing but try and put bankers in jail. What does the Justice Department do with this report? Nothing. They did nothing with it. And what are they going to do with this information? The same thing, nothing, because there was no crime committed, there was no actual harm done to shareholders or to the company itself, and there has been significant improvements in both Goldman Sachs and JP Morgan as a result of discovering the things that they did wrong. That's what you want managements to do. They did the right thing, and the stockholders have benefited in both cases. If you bought that stock when Levin was going after Goldman Sachs, you made a fortune. If you bought that stock when in essence, the press was going after JP Morgan, you made money. I'm interested in stocks. I'm not interested in all this political claptrap. I want managements who solve their problems forthrightly, and that's what this company did.